On our second day in Satara, I first drove to the Nsemani Dam early in the morning, but it was almost empty and nothing to see. And after a round of S12 and S40 I drove to the S100, which I should have done right away. I met two fellow travelers who told me that they had seen lions, wild dogs and a leopard. So I was disappointed that I had not driven to the S100 at 5 o'clock, but hopefully I will catch a glimpse of them. I drove up a small loop and saw an African fish eagle sitting there, one of my favorite birds. Unfortunately, it had its back to me, but despite that, I still enjoyed it. A little further on, vervet monkeys were sitting on a tree trunk. They were cold. That morning it was only 18 degrees and very windy. That was nice because the day before it was 46 degrees during the day, so a big relief. Then I came across a hyena that was sniffing around. Suddenly he started running and under a tree he kept sniffing. That went on for a while. Probably a leopard or some other predator had killed a prey there, but he couldn't find anything. I drove further and stopped a while with a large group of wildebeest. Sorry for the bad footage. Then I saw a young battler sitting high up in a tree. Apparently he was also cold. A little further I saw a large bird of prey sitting high in a tree. When I got closer, I saw that it was an osprey. Very strange to see. Unfortunately, it only stayed there for a very short time. Then someone told me that there was a group of black storks sitting at a small stream at the bottom of the dry riverbed, which was also beautiful to see. Someone told me that there was a carcass that hyenas and vultures were eating. When I got there, I saw 3 hyenas and several vultures feeding on the carcass.
Do you feel that in the future
2 hyenas were eating, and one was apparently not allowed to eat. He tried to beg, but no, he was not allowed to eat. He walked to the carcass but did not dare to eat anything. At one point, one of the other 2 hyenas came to him, and the one that wasn't allowed to eat started to pee, the other peed too. And then the submissive hyena sniffed the other. Then he started to dig, and the leading hyena did the same. That was probably the sign that he was allowed to eat. What a ritual. Carcass to see if there was anything good on it, but it didn't seem that way anymore. Then he walked away again. On the way back to Satara, I saw two saddle-billed storks. What beautiful birds they are. A little further on I saw a battler sitting on the road, one of my favorite birds of prey in Africa. He was eating something on the road surface, but I don't know what it was. Later in the morning I drove back to the S100 together with my husband. I was so excited about everything I had seen, I wanted him to enjoy it too. Further on there was a group of giraffes and zebras. It was still very windy, but the scenery was beautiful. We came back to the wildebeest group and there was a calf constantly calling. He had lost his mother. He even went to see if the zebras were there. Suddenly he saw her and quickly ran back to her. At the carcass the hyenas were gone but the vultures were still there. A small group of kudus stood along the road. A mother warthog was eating, and her little piglets were happily playing with each other. Funny to see. The second day I drove straight to the S100 at 5:30 a.m., hoping to see some predators then. Not a lion but a large female warthog walked along the road. In the distance a large group of elephants walked, probably towards the waterhole. As I stood on a small loop, I saw a bushbuck creeping cautiously along the dry riverbed below. He was constantly alert. I don't know the name of this bird, but it looks familiar. If anyone knows, please put it in the comments. There was a beautiful big giraffe on the road. When I drove past, it went further off the road. Just like the day before, a hyena was sniffing around. A group of baboons was foraging for food in the tall grass. There was still one hyena and a vulture sniffing around the carcass. There wasn't much left of the carcass. On my way back to Satara, a large group of water buffaloes crossed the road. About 100 meters behind the large herd walked two old cows. They had to keep their distance because they attracted predators. I may not have seen any predators, except for hyenas, but I did see a lot of birds, and I really enjoyed the morning again. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.